All right, so now we're going to talk about the Duda department because the Duda department is going through a whole bunch of shit right now. And I'm not just talking about the 20 plus staffers that resigned en masse, darling, because they said they were being given directives to basically dismantle everything. And they were like, yeah, we can't do that because we have consciences and souls and we don't want to plunge America into the dark ages. So we can't do that. But I also want to point out that the people that resigned were already government employees that were absorbed into the DooDoo department when it was formed. So these are not DooDoo hires. These are government folks who were like, yeah, we can't destroy everything, and basically made a public statement of, you guys, this is a problem, just like everyone else has said. The Rangers put an upside down flag on a mountain face, and folks are still like, we've got headlines. Did you realize that the DooDoo department hired the grandson of a begins with K, has another letter in the middle, and B operative? Is now at the DooDoo department, along with Agent Krasnov. Well, he's not a part of the DooDoo department, but you understand. They hired the biological grandson of a K operative is now working in the DooDoo department. Like we needed any more assets from Ruski, but just in case anyone else was still like, oh no, we're not pro Ruski. No, I'm still having to convince people of that somehow, which is very interesting. I don't know if you saw that both the Stench and Uncle DooDoo want access to the gold at Fort Knox. They want to be there. They want to see it. They want to touch it. They want to Scrooge McDuck it and go rub their greasy, nasty bodies all over our gold. Probably shove a few bars in their pockets or whatever. Yes, I know gold is very heavy. Before someone comes in and goes, it's not that easy. You can't do that. Like, my point is, this is the end of the large heist. You have a felon and an addict. Just actually both are probably both really, just one's convicted and the other, but okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, let us see the gold. Yeah, let us see the gold. I am become meme. Let us see the gold. Like, okay. Y'all are really pushing this. Y'all are really showing that as long as it's this, you're willing to let them do anything. You're willing to let them do anything. They're about to go grub all over America's gold, whatever's left in there, and then come out and tell us that half of it's missing after they're done packing it up. Must have been the dams. Joe Biden took all the gold. Like no one's been there in 50 years. So that's not what happened. That was you. Watch. So simultaneously, because remember, they responded in that brief a couple weeks ago, which doesn't matter. This is why court stuff doesn't matter. You forgot about that, didn't you? Because it doesn't mean anything. Anyway, in that docket, they had said that GoDaddy has nothing to do with the DooDoo department. He's not affiliated with it, blah, blah, blah. But he has an upcoming meeting with the junk drawer. I believe they said in place of the Stench. I don't even know if he'll be there. You guys can correct me on that. That was kind of unclear. But they made it sound like they're calling a meeting of the junk drawer. The Stench will not be there. It will be GoDaddy to talk to all of them about the entity that he also swore in a court paper that he has nothing to do with. But he's going to speak to them as the leader of it and to make sure they're all on the same page with what he's trying to do with it because they embarrassed him this week. So now he's going to call a meeting of the department heads so they all obey him. So that's going to be interesting. Good luck getting Kash Patel to go, oh, yes, sir. To first boyfriend. Good luck with that. So that's going to be interesting. I wonder if they're all even going to show up. This is going to be interesting. Gosh, this is running long because there's a lot of bullshit and lies. More lies about the savings. They've been counting contracts that are already completed and paid for as cut and saved. Obviously, if it's completed and paid, that doesn't work. They've been inflating the balance of contract. Oh, this 8 million one was really 80 million. So, I mean, they've been just fudging the books and getting caught. And we still have people going, yeah, well, they're getting rid of the fraud. Like they keep getting caught lying about it. They keep getting caught lying about what they're doing. And then when you deep dive into it, they're not really saving anything. They're just fucking with shit and firing people. It's not funny. It's not funny, especially since most of these like operatives live in the states that are going to be most affected by all of this. So I'll wrap all of that up with this budget thing, which isn't necessarily DooDoo department related, but it is because it's so bad that even some of the Reds are like, I don't know if I can I don't know if I can vote for this. Like they're talking about adding another like 300 freaking billion or trillion, I forgot, to the deficit like every year. Okay, this is their plan. This is the we're saving money people. Okay, their plan is adding to the deficit every single year. And the only thing they want to cut is you got it. You got it. They want to cut our stuff, which is a drop in the bucket. They don't want to cut any defense budget. They don't want to look at any of First Boyfriend's bloated contracts. They don't want to look at their salaries. They don't want to look at defense, where all our money is. They don't want to look at all those bases that we don't need open all around the freaking world just because that's where we love to throw our money. They don't want to look at any, they don't want to tax a single billionaire, not a single company. None of those are options. We can't get money from rich people. We can't tax companies. We can't look at the inflated budget. We can't cut off our sugar daddiness to Izzy. None of those things can stop. The only thing that can stop is food and education and the stuff that helps the workforce, because they don't need it. They're parasites and leashes. If they want help, they should just work and then just die. I don't understand why they want any help in between. And half of America, for some reason, is like, sounds good. Yeah, that's great. That's not a worker colony at all. You either work until you drop dead or you get out of here. And the people saying that are the ones wanting the free money checks. All right, this one rang long, but that's the DooDoo department midday update.